Hello gamers and geeks, and welcome to another D&D session. I'm Anthony, I'm the DM, and I run games of Dungeons & Dragons on the Games and Geekery Discord server. This one right here. And with the crazy chicken gif. Today we are playing Blood Feud. You'll have to excuse the sounds of my dog gnawing a bone behind me. Sorry about that. If, however, you like this unedited content where it's completely unprofessional and you want to see more of it, especially while it's live, you can help us out and by liking and commenting as we play. And yeah, would the players each like to introduce their characters?
Hello, my name is Nightwatch. I'm a Twilight Warforged Cleric of Selena. Praise the moon.
Praise the moon.
And yeah, she's kind of confused about what happened last time. It might be on the warpath.
Might be on the warpath. Okay. Zane, who can't speak out loud at the moment, says, I'm Zane, I play Aru Utaku, the Artificer Wizard Lightling. He's no longer a Darkling, because something happened to him.
I can go next.
Go for it.
I play Malrock, the Goliath Death Knight Paladin.
Sorcerer.
Yeah, you're Death Knight Paladin Sorcerer, technically.
Yes.
Who wants to go next? Deann?
I will. Yeah, I can go. I am Deann, the Vampire Warlock of the Undead.
Fantastic. And that leaves Scarlet and Sooty. Which one's going next?
I choose Scarlet.
Ha
My name is Scarlet. I play Magma Mephit Barbarian.
Indeed you do. Your turn, Sooty.
I play Sooty, a druid. She's not really a hexblood anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You'll find out later in the game, but she is druid and she has a level in bard and she is a black tiefling with white scars.
When you does that mean you're level 10 now?
Yes.
No.
Because I got level 9. Okay, everyone is level 10 apparently. Okay, so I've got Aru's level 10. Okay. Can everybody send me their level 10 character sheets?
Okay.
I'm sorry, what?
I haven't been able to get the laptop working.
Yeah, okay, we'll have a quick fix of that first.
I'll send this to you. I have
Thank
the wrong one. Hugs.
Hug.
I require all the hugs.
You're not going to get all the hugs. I just realised I left my books in the hallway. I'll be right back. I've been running more and more live and in-person games, which means that, yeah, I have to take my books to other places. I'll be right back. When your DM is ADHD. Alright. So, Malrock Doomrider, do you want to get another level in Sorcerer or another level in Paladin? And you need me to go over the differences to help you pick.
I believe it would be either 8 or 3.
Yeah, it's either 8th level in Paladin or 30.
I don't think that gives you a whole lot.
8th level in Paladin gives you an ability score improvement or a feat. Whilst the 3rd level in Sorcerer lets you pick your meta magic options and also get an extra spell and 3 more spell slots. So, sounds like an easy choice.
Yeah, I'll go with the 3 Sorcerer.
Alright. So, of course you're actually multi-classed, so the spell slots thing might be a little different for you.
Paladin levels are counted as half level for counting your spellcasting level, and then Sorcerer would be full.
This is true.
So
So you've got 3 spellcasting levels in Paladin, and basically you're a level 6 spellcaster altogether.
Yes.
So that would make it 4, 3, and 3, which is exactly what you've got now. Oh well. But you can pick an extra sorcerer spell, and you can pick pick 2 meta magic options. Now, the ones in the PHB are Careful Spell, which lets you pick creatures to automatically succeed on saving throws against the spell. In many cases it means they're unaffected. Distance Spell, which allows you to extend the range. Empowered Spell that lets you re-roll a damage die. Extended Spell, which makes it last longer. Heightened Spell, which gives a target disadvantage. Quicken Spell that lets you cast the spell as a bonus action instead of an action. Subtle Spell, which lets you cast it quietly. And Twinned Spell that lets you cast it at a second target if it's a single target spell. There's also a couple of extra options in Tasha's, specifically Seeking Spell, which basically lets you re-roll to hit if you miss by spending 2 sorcery points, and Transmuted Spell, which allows you to change the damage type from acid, cold, fire, lightning, poison, or thunder to another option on that list. Now, I don't think you have any spells that would really take advantage of that, apart from Thunderclap and Create Bonfire. So, what two?
I usually like to go with Quickened and Distant Spell.
Yeah, good choices. Meta magic. Distant Spell. Not distant, distant. The A, S, and D have worn off on my keyboard, so I sometimes press the wrong ones for S and D. So, double range of spells with 5-foot range or more. Extend touch spell range to 30 feet. and in each case it's 1 SP. And you said quickened for the other one, yes?
Yes.
Edge. Spells. A spell that takes 1 action now takes a bonus action. And that is 2 SP. Okay, and what's your extra sorcery spell? Choices include okay, you can cast all the way up to 3rd level. So I can't help but notice that you don't have Fireball yet. There's also Blink, Counterspell, Daylight, Dispel Magic, Fear, Fly, Gaseous...
Counterspell.
Counterspell. Cool. Alright. And we need the hit points bumped up, so that would be... As a sorcerer, it's... Four plus 3 is 7, so that makes your max HP 88. And I do believe, unless there's anything else it is 10th level. Oh, your proficiency bonus should be +4, which means that... Oh no, that's right. And... Well, that should be +7. Unless you have something that increases your charisma saving throw by another +1. That should be +7. That's right. That's right. Intimidation should be +7. That's right. Persuasion is +7. That's right. Okay. All of that is now up to date. Let me double check the spell casting. Yeah, that should be... Yeah, that's right. Okay. Save as. Malrock Doom Rider. And upload. There's the updated Malrock. I'm assuming that Scarlet also needs help.
Yeah.
Barbarian level 10 gets you the path feature, and we went with... Haha, Beast. Awesome. Proficiency bonus +4. Hit points. 7, another 10. So that's 105. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Yep, that's right. Yeah, yours is indeed the easier one to update. Beast. So at level 10, you get Infectious Fury. When you hit a creature with your natural weapons, which would be the bite, claws, or tail attack you get when you rage. While you are raging, the beast within you can curse your target with Rabid Fury. The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw of 8 plus your con mod and your proficiency bonus. So, yeah, basically your spell save DC. Also, for one of the following effects, either the target must use its reaction to make a melee attack against another creature of your choice that you can see, or The target takes an additional 2d12 psychic damage. And you can do that up to 4 times per long rest, which is awesome. Oh, Toby.
That is just sick.
Yeah. Path of the Beast is amazing. When you hit a creature with weapons while raging, target must.
He's like 15,
Toby.
which isn't bad.
Toby, knock it off. It's plus 7. 8 plus 7 is 15. DC 15. Wisdom save. Toby! I'm trying to work here. Or either use at least let me finish typing, bud. A reaction to make a melee attack. Against another creature of your choice it can see.
Toby, what's wrong?
No idea, but if you could
Yeah.
help him out, that would be great.
Yeah. Okay.
2d12 psychic damage. Okay. 4 per long rest. Okay, is everything else calculated correctly? Yep. 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 Okay. Cool. File, save as. Blood Feud, Scarlet. Upload a file. There we go. Barbarian go grrr, yes. We got a new Sooty. Full name Sooty Ferrell.
He's outside.
Thank you, my love. And oh no. Dun, 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 dun. Updated also. Allison, Nightwatch. Okay, so we've got a level 10 Nightwatch, level 10 Deann, a level 10 Sooty, level 10 Scarlet. Need to actually fix that top line there, Anthony. There we go. Level 10 Malrock. And a level 10 Aru. Woot. Okay. We can play. Sorry about that. There we go. So. So, what happened last time we played?
Well, we were standing in the throne room of Countess Selma's castle, getting ready to head out into the town to find her and deal with any drow we found when a skeleton came running up the path or up through the passageway, delivering a message that we had been summoned back to the necropolis to see Majister himself. Not wanting to piss off Majister, we immediately returned to the necropolis and headed straight for his tower. We're shown right on through where he asked us to find something for him that had gotten placed in the explosion. That being a sword that looked remarkably like a Death Knight sword. And so we began to we searched. Well, we started looking. We started our search by going to the Night Guard office, where we examined
precinct
several swords. Oh, on the way down, I forgot. On the way down, we found Goodwin, and he gave up the ghost or whatever, allowed his physical form to dissolve, so that we could take his sword and have it repaired and his stuff come back. And Majister wished the sword back to function.
Indeed.
So when we were at the Night Guard office, we handed the sword over to them.
To Captain Benjamin.
To Captain Benjamin, and then we looked at some other swords to make sure that they were just the Night Guard, the Death Knights of the Night Guard swords, which they were. So we knew that they would all come back in due time.
Yep.
Then we met a Deann kept having because he had studied he basically been holding Goodwin's sword, and so he studied it with detect magic so that he could get an impression of what the sword they were looking for might look like magically. But so keeping detect magic up, he ran across a undead using transmutation magic, or something using transmutation magic to look undead, which turned out to be a human studying the necropolis. Once their magic was broken, the mindless undead were constantly trying to eat them. Ebba grabbed them and teleported them repeatedly back to the house, but then had a large group of undead outside the door, kind of blocking us from getting in. And Nightwatch was like, "Oh, I can fix this. Watch as I just destroy them with Turn Undead." Which also could have had the effect of making Malrock run, and unbeknownst to anybody else, somebody else on the other side of the door. But none of the party wound up running away.
Apart from Malrock.
No, he did. He passed.
Okay.
Him and Eva both passed.
Indeed. But yeah, you've several citizens of the necropolis have been killed to protect a breather.
Yeah, which started certain angry bits in one of the other members of the party.
Mm-hmm.
But regardless, we got in and asked them what they were doing, and they were like, "Oh, I just came to study the necropolis because I'm interested in how the undead blah blah blah."
Mm-hmm.
Duran was like, "Kill him, kill him now."
Mm-hmm.
Kill him or send him to the farms.
Yep.
And everybody else, and Eva and Nightwatch were like, "No, we can't kill him. It's not right. He's innocent." Dan's like,
Well,
"We were just attacked.
Part of the
Spies, kill him."
part of the problem is that Eva thought that there was precedent for saving living people because previously you had discovered a Dwergar. Well, you accidentally smuggled a Dwergar into the necropolis, and then had to get him out again. Yeah, the difference is that you were responsible for getting him in there, so you felt responsible for getting him out again safely. But this guy was a different story. He came in of his own volition.
Yeah, purposely looking to get into the necropolis. Like, had we seen the Dwergar before we brought the chest into the city, we would have not brought him in. That was the big difference. It was an oopsies, not a, "Hey, I'm here to study."
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm here to make notes about your society, which is a problem for multiple reasons, including the fact that you're under siege by the Drow, and that could be useful military intelligence that he's writing down.
Sorry, freaking internet. It's out right there at my door.
No worries.
Where were we?
Also, he could have been Volo. No, he wasn't Volo. Yeah, so...
So the party was going to, in order to decide who was going to do what to the bar, we rolled for combat, and Eva got to go first and teleported him away.
Mm-hmm.
And then, as he was trying to make his way out of town, one of the Night Guard threw their Hellfire orb at him, and
he died.
Yeah, that probably did not go well for him.
Because all the entrances and exits out of the necropolis, except for one, are guarded by night guards. Yeah. And if they see a living person trying to enter or leave, no, they're not. Yeah. Not gonna happen. Not on their watch, as it were. So.
And so she was given a warning about that and let go about her business. And but he did tell us that he had trouble getting into the Hag's hut. But there had been some sort of magical barricade erected, so we decided we were going to go see what was up with her. She was only letting people in one at a time, Aru being the first. Deals were struck, swords acquired, so on and so forth. Night Watch went in, trapped the Hag's soul in a bubble, and put it in a piece of life glass. We returned Majister's sword to him.
Mm-hmm.
And then we kind of split up because by that point, Deann had just about had enough of the day and some people's
Yeah, you needed a break from bleeding hearts.
before he literally had people, but before he literally gave people bleeding hearts, because he was very unhappy. But yeah, that's where we left off with, like, Night Watch is going to head to the Couriers Guild to try to get junior badges for the Bean kids, and Deann staying there, and everybody else heading probably back to the house. At least that would be the most logical place to regroup.
I seem to recall that the Majister has also expressed an interest in the Bean children.
Yeah, that's one of the main. That was the other reason Night Watch was headed to the guild hall, because Deann asked her to put in a request for a courier to go pick up another bean thing to be delivered to Magister.
Did we miss the bit where you retrieved the sword from the hag by killing her a lot?
We may. I said it, but it may not have come through.
Okay.
But yeah, Aru struck a deal to get the sword, and then Night Watch went in and was talking to the hag, but she didn't like the hag's deal and took Aru's gun and popped her soul out into the. Cannot think of the crazy gnome's name that created that gun, but then we put the soul in a piece of life glass.
Yep.
And currently the life glass is in the possession of Deann's patron, because Deann took the life glass off of Aru and handed that thing over, because bargaining chips for his patron will gain him favor, or at least he believes it will.
Mm-hmm. Nimble dimble. Dimble gimble.
Nimble Dimble is his brother.
Anyway.
It's nicer than what I would want to call him half the time. Anywho, yeah, so... but yeah, that's where we're at, and feel free to start with anything you want, Anthony.
So, those of you who are in the house, having taken a long rest, Deann knows Aru a life glass, apparently. Ebba is still still thinking over hard what happened and struggling with the outcome. So they're sort of in a almost catatonic state. They're just sat cross-legged, staring into space. A confused frown on their face. But what's everyone else up to? Sooty is taking naps with children. Okay.
I would be feeling similar to Ebba, but instead of being catatonic, I'd be like itching to do something other than just sit there, because we just saw something disastrous happen. I want to take my mind off things and
do something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Keep myself busy so I'm not thinking about the guy just dying.
Can I clarify? Sleeping with the children, not in a creepy way, but like a tired parent.
I understand. You are sleeping.
Okay.
And the children are sleeping too. And you are snuggled up together. And it is cute. Yes. What?
Okay.
Okay. Aru, are you in character arguing about the life glass? Nah. Okay. So in character, what are you doing? Yeah, I know it's Aru a lot. Aru would probably be doing repairs on the group's gear. Like what? Whose gear needs fixing? Does anybody's gear need fixing? Crickets.
I think you meant just like normal maintenance.
General repair, sharpening, oiling, and such. Okay, so you're asking people nicely if you can sharpen and oil their weapons, or you're just taking them while they sleep and fixing them up? Scarlet says, I think mine's good. Yeah, for the most part, you'll be using your claws, teeth, tail anyway, especially now you can do extra damage with it. Yonks in the sleep. Okay, so whether you like it or not, apparently your great axe is getting oiled and sharpened. You're made of lava, you'll be his heat source. This is also true. Linseed oil? Possibly. Yeah. I know that oil is used in smithing, but I don't know off the top of my head what kind of oil it is.
It's kind of a joke because they directly comment you saying they should use linseed oil to sharpen the axe in the D&D movie.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not much of a nerd.
Fair. I've only seen it once, so I don't have the have it memorized yet. Yeah, this is true. You could actually be Scarlet. You could be Aru's mobile forge if you wanted to. Help him smelt. And okay. Yeah, I don't think I'll have much choice if I'm sleeping. Yeah. So, while you guys are sleeping and doing little bits and pieces in your downtime, there's so many jokes I could make. Yet, don't. Sharpening someone's axe while they're sleeping is one thing. Doing anything else, just no. Just no. Consent is important, folks. Anyway. I mean using her as a mobile forge while she's sleeping. Again, yeah, no. So, what is Deann up to at this time?
Well, he would probably spend 8 hours just sitting and talking. Just general chit chat, and then asking to go through his patron's wardrobe and borrow one of his spare cloaks. And
Why do you want to borrow one of your daddy's cloaks?
why his cloaks? Because they're fancy. Because they're all really nice black cloaks with royal purple on the inside that have very intricate red highlights that look like a blood trail.
That's cool. I'm just wondering, why would a noble that no doubt spent a lot of money on this fine piece of clothing just let you have it?
Because he has 50 of them, because he has nothing else to do with his money. I mean, seriously, like,
Roll persuasion.
at this point... Deann's persuasion?
Yeah, roll the aunt's persuasion.
Wow!
Yeah, no. You're not getting that cloak. That's a nut one.
Yeah. Alright. Will he give me the name of the tailor that he used in the... Oh, if it was in the necropolis or if it was on the surface?
I imagine he killed the tailor, but sure.
He's not that bloodthirsty, Reaper. Matter of fact, he's not bloodthirsty at all, because he has the, the one version had the modified,
True, but...
What's that thing called? Can't remember, but yeah.
A work of art is far more valuable if the artist is dead, because nothing like it will ever be created again.
Fine. I just need something I just need to find something that matches the robe.
So you want something that goes well with the archmage, the robe of the archmage.
Yeah.
Simple.
Which I'm sure I can buy. A
simple traveling cloak would disguise it, if that's what you're trying to do.
I'm not trying to disguise it. I'm trying to enhance it.
All right.
But regardless, cloak or no cloak, he would just spend his 8 hours of non-sleep there, because he doesn't have to sleep.
Yep, he just does his death like torpor.
No, because of Aspect of the Moon, he can just sit there and talk or read.
Oh, okay.
For 8 hours, he doesn't have to actually sleep.
Nice. Where was that? There's a...
I have been good sense to the
And then after the 8 hours was up, he would head back to the. He would start heading back to the house.
Okay. One of the things your master would have told you, if I can find it, is that if you really want, it is possible to find in most clothing shops a common magic item known as the Cloak of Many Fashions. While wearing this cloak, you can use a bonus action to change the style, colour, and apparent quality of the garment. The cloak's weight doesn't change. Regardless of its appearance, the cloak can't be anything but a cloak. Although it can duplicate the appearance of other magical cloaks, it doesn't gain their magical properties.
Does it require attunement?
No, it does not.
Cool. Then I will be looking for one of those. I don't know. Do we have a magical clothing store in the necropolis?
Yeah. It's in the main shopping district, close to the butchers and general store and stuff like that.
Well, then I'm going to head to the clothing store to buy a cloak.
On your way back to the house?
Yes.
Okay. With it being only a common magic item, it should be fairly affordable. Yeah, you should be able to pick that up for about 75 gold pieces.
I don't remember what's on my. I don't remember how much gold I know I've got 100 platinum, so I'm going to probably hand over 70 platinum, and I think I have 5 gold pieces. Because that would equal 75.
Yup. Perfect.
Part of me wants to say that I want to see if I can convince the guy to give me a better price, but I'm not going to be stupid.
If you want to roll persuasion, you can.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and attempt to roll persuasion again. Just because it's Deann. And I'm mad that I rolled a nat 1 on my last one, because with that noise. This is hard.
That's what she said. 13! Yay. He drops it to 50.
I just hand over 5 platinum.
Woot.
Call it a day.
Okay.
Put it on and get it to so that I don't exactly match him. I'm going to have it be black with a dark navy blue inside.
So you're gonna complement the Archmage robe.
Yeah, because my Archmage robes are black with gold gold trimming, and the black cloak with the navy blue I think would look nice.
Mm-hmm. So by the time you show up at the house and the rest of them are doing their early morning stumbling about, like, I imagine the zombie-like staggering that most people do when they just wake up would be even more so if you're already in bed.
I'm gonna look around everybody, make sure everybody's doing okay.
Mm-hmm.
See if anything looks. Yes, baby?
You're looking proper flash, and the others would probably, if they're awake, they would notice that you're looking proper flash.
What?
Flies.
Flies?
Flies.
Oh, right, okay. Hold on just a second, everyone. Sorry.
No worries. Apparently, Sooty is sleeping and making a point of letting everyone know that they're sleeping by snoring loudly.
Would Sooty actually be snoring, Anthony?
Probably not. In fact, Sooty, could you roll a deception for me?
Yes, but it's mine, so I play. It's not mine.
So, Dan looks over at Sooty, sees her sleeping.
So it's not working.
Huh.
Hello.
Yeah, let's see.
Roll it. Looks very peaceful.
11. And your Deann, your passive insight is 12. So you know that they are deliberately snoring while pretending poorly to be asleep.
Oh.
What do you do? Mm-hmm. And how does everyone else respond to Deann's return wearing his flashy new cloak?
Nightwatch is not at the house.
Where's Nightwatch at the moment? Sorry?
Oh.
She went to, I guess, go get some... What, didn't you say, like, the end that she went
Courier's
to
Guild.
the Courier's Guild.
Oh, okay. All right.
We can do this interaction first with Deann.
If anybody wants to.
Yeah, if anybody's got anything they want to say or do, that's fine. Otherwise, I'm good with pausing it for a minute so I can deal with my children.
Fair enough. You go deal with your children, and we'll cut to Night Watch. What's Night Watch up to?
Okay, she's... Okay, first, going to get, I guess, like, badges for our junior members.
For the Sproutlings? Yep.
Yeah. I guess, like, pick up, if there's any other jobs in the Elven Lands, or at least towards the Elven Lands that we could do, or anyone, or anything that catches her fancy.
Yeah.
Also, like, putting on the board reluctantly about this seedling job for Majister.
So you're putting up on the board for people to retrieve more pod people.
Okay, you know what? She's not going to do that. She's just going to rip it up.
Okay. And
not my fault paperwork can get in the mail.
Yeah,
mail can get lost.
Paperwork can get misplaced. You put it up there, but somebody must have torn it down. Sorry. In the meantime, apparently, Malrock has woke up from his death-like state and threatened to smother Sooty with a pillow. Sooty becomes magically awake, apparently, and throws a pillow at Malrock. Scarlet says that's not very nice.
Yeah.
Deann says Malrock, it won't work. Okay. So, other work in the Elven Lands. There is an invitation, funnily enough, for people all over Skelbony to attend a festival at a small town in Nelador.
No, still got lots to
And
shift.
what's the name of it? Hold on. Oh, we lost somebody. And they're back!
No.
Anthony,
Yes.
can you say that entire thing again? Kind of like internet.
Yeah, no worries. So, you guys, one of the notice that you see on the board is an invitation to attend a festival, a fishing festival, that takes place in the town of Nixie in the Elven Lands. So it's not a courier job per se, though clearly they requested it to be hung up here. Perhaps because you are the only ones who can legally leave the city. It does say you can bring your own bottle. So maybe that technically, I suppose, counts as a courier job because you'd be bringing a bottle. Zane says, "Do we get to meet the friend?" What that mean? Anyway, Lake. Stop metagaming. Shh. You're not supposed to know that.
I guess I'll pick up that job because it seems interesting new. We might be able to party.
There's also a request from Altea asking if the Necropolis have any living prisoners that they would be willing to donate to the next hunt. So of course the job for the Couriers Guild is to bring somebody, a breather preferably, to Altea for the next hunt.
Can I do a history on what that means?
Sure, you can do a history check to see if you know what the hunt is. You don't know.
Gonna leave that be.
Okay. And there is one more job in the Elven Lands. A Professor Ishviar is looking for samples of ooze creatures to study.
I guess I'll take that as well. We might come across some ooze on travel.
They seem particularly interested in studying mimics. Or mimic-like creatures.
Okay, that should be easy. We just have to find a chest that's all by itself around bones.
Indeed.
Yoink!
Okay.
I guess I'll take those jobs and I guess like pay for the extra badges.
Awesome.
How much are they?
How many badges are you taking?
I just need 2 for the kids.
So that's basically 2 more memberships to the guild. You'll be paying for 2 more guild memberships, which but it's junior rates, so it would be 2 gold a month instead of the usual 5.
Okay, I'll pay for that.
There we go.
I asked, like, do the junior members also get paid, or is it just like volunteer work?
They can still take jobs, and if they perform the job admirably, they will still get the reward for that job. But of course, there will be certain jobs that I wouldn't recommend to juniors if given the option.
That's fair. I'll just get those and I guess be on my way out.
Happy delivering.
Alright.
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
not much walks. How close is the what are they called again?
What is what called again?
Night Watch was, I guess, gonna go to, I guess, like, take to see how would Night Watch know how far away the Arcane Coven is to our house.
The Arcane Coven is the name. Well, actually, do a history check for me.
What?
Not right.
Three. It rings a bell, but you can't quite remember what they are. You may have to ask some of the other party members.
Yeah, Night Watch was just thinking, like, what? That sounds like a fancy place that would be able to look over my body and soul, but I can't remember where. I've heard that from. Maybe I'll ask my party later.
Indeed.
I guess she walks back to the house.
Indeed.
Actually, yeah, she just walks back to the house.
Cool. So, when you get in there, you see Deann standing there in all his finery, and while a pillow fight ensues between Sooty and Malrock. And possibly...
Hey, Deann, did you get a haircut?
Yes.
Did you get a haircut?
Yeah, I can tell you got like a haircut and like some like. Did you go to the dentist?
Something's different
Just
about
like,
you.
I bought a cloak.
I was joking. Why do you have a cloak?
I assume you have a serious question.
Love you too, Deann.
Kids help me reload.
Okay.
Pillows
Yeah,
are flying all over the
morning.
place. As at some point, those pillows are going to get ripped and feathers are going to begin floating around the room.
Don't make me pick which one of you I want to hold in place.
Okay, guys, let's clean up our mess. Go to bed. I got some extra jobs for us.
I think most of them are done sleeping.
Okay, never mind.
End of long rest. We have 2 tasks here, says Aru. Would Aru care to explain what he means? The Tarascine from the Smith and the Ore. Aha, so your previous... The jobs that you already have waiting. Yeet, says Sooty, presumably throwing a pillow again. Who do you throw it at? Deann. Deann, your hair gets mussed as a pillow smooshes your face.
Sorry? We need to talk.
Deann, she's
Night
like
Watch
16 or 18. It's fine.
Night Watch has picked some.
No. Night Watch? It has
Yeah?
nothing to do with it has nothing to do with the pillow. Something is different about Sooty. Listen closely to their breathing.
Medicine?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what that works. Because I don't want her to die again.
Sooty,
Oh, yeah?
are you deliberately breathing?
Yeah, probably because it's instinctive.
Well, I actually imagined that the reason why he noticed is because during the fight you forgot.
Might. Yeah, she might not be actually, because.
Right.
kind of a
Well, that's what
thing.
I'm saying. Like, as soon as he mentions listen to her breathing, would you then catch yourself, realize that you're not breathing, and start breathing deliberately?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll another deception check. And see if you can beat Alison Nightwatch's medicine check of 21.
Okay. I will try.
Yeah.
I don't think I can.
You'd have to get a nat 20.
Yeah. It's on you and your good insight.
It's medicine, but oh shit! Okay.
Good way.
So, Nightwatch, you listen. At Deann's request, you listen to Sooty's breathing. And Sooty is breathing, but it's like deliberate.
Are you okay, Deann? Like, okay, so you might need to go to a doctor for like some bronchitis, but what do you mean?
However, Nightwatch, with a 21, you would notice that you don't hear a pulse.
Okay, we're all going to the doctor. I don't care. We all have prejudice, or just
26, roughly.
how?
I don't know what
Why?
you're talking about. Coughs up feather. See?
You're not breathing. Wait, you were breathing, but you have pulse.
You have what?
What?
My watch.
Yeah.
Come over here. Check me.
What?
Check me.
I know that you're. Okay, I check you.
Do another medicine check.
Is now what you're gonna have to do a medicine check on herself soon?
No. 25. Okay. Deann also doesn't seem to have a pulse. Or at least not one that a living, breathing person would. The heart is beating, but slowly.
Okay.
Almost imperceptibly.
You're still somewhat. I can still hear your heart, but it's like very, very slow. Is that normal for you?
As he just smiles again, showing his fangs. Yeah. Kinda. These things.
Yeah, so like
I'm going to summon Mage Hand
inside, like living
Okay.
to attempt to do something.
mounted and like
It's not truly an attack, so I think Mage Hand will let me do it.
Go on.
I want to try to use the Mage Hand to curl up Sooty's lips.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's...
yeah.
Shoves away. You try to shove the hand away? Alright, do a contested strength check between... well, you do a strength check, Sooty. Deann, do an intelligence check to see if you can beat it.
Intelligence? Or...
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, well, actually, whatever your spellcasting modifier is, which is charisma, I think.
Yeah.
Use your... I'm just reading
Ouch. That's a big number.
Yeah. So, Sooty, you failed to shove the hand away. What does the hand do?
Honestly, it just kind of tries to do the make you smile thing.
Oh yeah, you lift the lips up. Yeah.
But he's just going to go, stop that. I'm not a baby, Deann.
If I see what I think I see on a success, Anthony, the end's going to be. You kind of are, Sooty.
You have fangs.
Because you're not like you were. Apparently, the explosion turned you into something like me.
A guy with really weird fashion ideas.
Wait. Okay, everyone line up. Those who are alive, medicine check on all y'all.
Probably just.
You already did mine. I'm not lining up again, Nightwatch.
Okay, not you then.
Not you.
Aru definitely-
Aru refuses.
I don't think Aru counts as... I'm not sure what Aru counts as, but there's a lot more going on with him that I really wish he would explain to us, because it could impact our...
Pull Aru down to check him.
Not 20. Wow.
Okay, so like, as now we're kind of check everyone who are technically alive. Do they all have fangs?
No. Just Sooty.
Yep.
Of course, Malrock is already a
Yep.
Death Knight, so he's got no breathing or pulse. Scarlet is a magma method, so, you know, good job trying to feel for a pulse without burning your fingers. And Aru refuses. Oh, well, you did the thing. He also... he doesn't have the fangs, but there's something odd about his physiology now, too.
In what way?
He also seems somewhat
Probably an elk.
death-like. Corpse-like. But not in the same way
They
that
live in Canada.
Deann and Sutia.
I guess like Marceline, is she okay as well?
No.
Marceline's fine. Marceline's
Okay.
healthy. Marceline is still technically a breather. Aru
Does
says the moon
Nightwatch-
looks good tonight. Sorry?
After, I guess, does not watch. She tried to investigate herself. Does she seem different?
Okay.
You're... do a insight check on yourself to see if you can detect any difference. Huh. No. You seem perfectly normal. You don't detect any change.
Okay. No, well. Yeah, there's something weird going on with us.
Yeah.
Do you guys just want to work?
I'm sorry, what?
You,
You guys won't work. Okay.
yeah, do you guys just want to go back to work or just whatever? What should we do next?
Did you, when you were at the guild, because I can see you carrying the junior badges for the kids, did you post my job?
Roll deception.
I did post
Nightwatch.
a job.
Roll deception, Nightwatch. Yeah, they're the cleric, so yeah, they're the field medic.
Yes.
Ha ha ha! You know the Nightwatch is lying. Which is unusual for
I
Nightwatch.
love Sven.
I should have known better than to send one of the bleeding hearts to post a job that might endanger something.
Ironic, since her heart is mechanical, but yes.
Love you too, Deann. Like not watching, like visibly, like wanting to give him the finger, but refuses to do it right in front of everyone.
Not in front of the children.
Considering we had a long rest, Deann would have been his downtime. However, some of his bat. He's just going to scribble a. He's going to scribble a job and have his bat deliver it to the guild hall.
Okay.
Eep.
So what's
Much easier.
the plan, folks? You do have.
All right.
rest.
So what do we have in the city that we can take care of or check on before we head back up to the surface? Because I know, Malrock, didn't you pick up a job that's on the surface
I just love
that might help,
They're, like, on the back of my-
given the recent events of the city?
Malra?
Okay.
Job. I know we had picked up a job to check in on various, basically holdout undead groups around.
Yep.
Well, that could be one of our first stops. Is we visit them on our way towards Gate to grab the last minute supplies we need before we head into the Sands of the Lost to head to the Elven Lands.
Mm-hmm.
So, once again, who's got stuff to do in the Necropolis before we head up?
Anybody want to go shopping or?
I got some things I need to do.
Oh yeah, what's that, Aru?
The Terraskane blacksmith again, and to get that ore mined up before it gets found.
That's gonna take a lot of work.
We currently have 3 extremely powerful, strong men. If we could get at least some of it mined up.
Where's the third strong man? I see 2 strong males and a strong female.
Ha ha ha!
I think.
Yes.
You're on the.
Don't worry, I identify as a woman.
I was actually referring to.
Scarlet.
Oh yeah,
Looks
Scarlet.
Wait,
like a feminine version of a magma method. It's hard to tell. Elementals are weird.
Elementals don't really have boobies, so yeah.
Wait, that's
Well,
a
yeah,
woman?
but I don't know. I'm just guessing that for some reason it has a slightly softer, whatever. Regardless,
the angular nose and chin are slightly less angular, are they?
Something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Regardless, but yeah. So we have you, we have Malrock, and we have Scarlet, and Night Watch isn't completely weak. So we actually have 4 people who are fairly strong, yes, but it's still.
The longer we keep putting this off, though, it means the more likely it's going to get found and taken.
That what's going to get found and taken? You keep referring it to as it. Perhaps if you explained to them what it is. The mithril
ore. Yes.
Was it mithril or was it adamantine? I don't. At this point, I don't remember.
I believe it was mithril.
Probably.
I thought it was adamantine. Either way, it's good ore to grab.
Yeah. All right. Let's head past the blacksmith on the way out of town. See if he's learned any more about the Terraskane, and then we'll see about mining something. But we're only going to do a little bit because we really should get on the road. I know. Wow, that really took a toll on Ebba. She is just. She looks more dead than alive.
Yep, she's still... Like, you can see her eyes darting back and forth and her lips moving as she's thinking something through, but besides that, she's motionless and completely unresponsive.
Are we going to be able to... Yes, or are we going to have to get one of the people to carry you?
I think just leave her here.
Alright. Regardless, I think if nothing else, Deann's going to see if, in her state, she will let him guide her wherever it is so that we don't lose Ebba. She doesn't have to do anything, but
why don't you?
That way,
why aren't you? Why not just leave her in the house?
Because then she has to catch up to us if we leave the city.
Okay, yeah, good point.
I'm Dan would, but like I, the player, am trying to figure out how so that like next time we're not trying to figure out how to get her back to the party.
Gotcha.
Without being too ridiculous.
So as you approach her, what do you do? I mean, she's sitting cross-legged on the ground at the moment and not even looking at you. If
as gently as he can, he's going to try to take her hand and help her stand.
Okay. If you take her by the hand and lift her hand, she subconsciously stands up. Still,
And then,
still staring into the middle of distance and muttering to herself.
I'm going to do the thing that people do with their elderly family members or others who are neural and just gently take her arm to guide her wherever it is we're going, and keep at the back of the group if a fight breaks out, so that she doesn't get hurt.
Fair enough. Night Watch is asking if the party can hit the library quick to talk to Caliph Ramon III.
But we can do it after we do our other stuff first with Aru. Because he has stuff that's important to him as well.
Yeah. So, blacksmith first. You're going to go see Dao Fang first and then go to the library?
Maybe. City, do you have anything you want to do? Or Scarlet?
I don't think you should be allowed near books, Scarlet. You'll burn the place down. This is true. She needs to, those dry, dusty tomes are perfect kindling for somebody like Scarlet. Alric is typing. Bit too much dust and the place is dust. Ha 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 ha! Scarlet is typing.
Oof.
Maybe the books will burn the place down, says Scarlet. Proceeds to pout. Okay. So, off to see Dao Fang? Must not burn things in.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah. You head through town, guiding Ebba on the way. Which can be a bit of a struggle at times because she's moving as slowly as a zombie.
So it's halfway point, so.
But you get to Dao Fang's forge. And while you're on the way, you see a member of the Night Guard that briefly pause his patrol to approach the party.
Hello, hello, guardsman. How can we help you?
Greetings, citizens. We've heard reports that several members of the Necropolis Society went missing in an area of town that you are known to occupy. Do you know anything about this?
Yes, we certainly do. We had encountered a strange breather, and in their attempt to get away, they destroyed the members of the Necropolis Society.
Roll deception.
I'm getting to it, Auntie.
I don't think you're going to need to give advantage. I don't think you need to say anything. I think Deann's got this.
Oh,
Scarlet-
God. Alright. Let's
Nightwatch
see.
gives you guidance. 17. Do you want to add the D4 just in case, since you've got guidance anyway?
Yep. So it's an 18.
18. Very well. At some point, if you could swing by the station and give a official statement for our files, we'd appreciate it.
Certainly, Guardsman. We will be sure to do so.
Thank you for your time. And yeah, encounter resolved. Night Guard leaves. Well done.
I do what I can.
And you proceed to Delphi.
Although after the Guardsman turns his back, he absolutely shoots dagger stares at Nightwatch.
When we get back to the surface, we can just drag all the bodies from Traveler's Rest into the hole down here. Okay?
Mhm.
Will that make you happy?
You could have. All I'm going to say is you could have let me try to convince them to leave without, going holy. So yeah.
I'm a cleric.
Anyway,
I got a cleric at times.
Anyway.
Yeah. Anyway, so blacksmith.
Hello. But by the way, when you get there, you see that Dowerfang is using a caliper gauge on a chunk of Taraskin.
Are you trying to judge its? What are you doing, Dowerfang?
It's growing. Not by much. Barely perceptible. But it is growing.
Well, I'm. I want to say something, but I don't know if Deann would think of it.
Anybody else want to make an Arcana check? Or a nature check?
Can Deann make the Arcana check?
Dan can do an Arcana check. Or a nature check.
I'll make
Arcana. Or, you know what? Deann will just... are you making the check?
Yeah.
I will be discussing the thing with you. You might have advantage with your Arcana check.
Okay. Let's see. Can I get guidance, Nightwatch?
I don't think you're gonna need it, especially since you got advantage from Deann as well. But
I
alright.
know, but high numbers.
I was going to give the help. I was going to help out Suti, since she's probably natural order type of thing, I guess. If she wanted to take a crack at it.
Yeah. See.
12.
Oh my god.
Nope. You have...
Also, I'm going to re-roll that with Chronergy.
Alright.
There you
There we go! Okay. So, that implies that as much as this looks like a mineral, admittedly a mineral that looks like marbled flesh, this Taraskin stuff is alive.
History, you said.
Why else would it be able to grow?
-1.
However, you also know that crystals are known to grow, providing that they have the right conditions, but they tend to grow in crystalline formations. This thing is just a bigger rock than it had been before. What'd you do with this information, Aru? Alright. So Aru tells you all that this rock is alive. Alive!
The goblins were collecting it. They were trying to use it to... They said that they were going to get it. They were gathering it up so that they could use it to take back the city.
Make an insight check.
Wait, isn't this rock the from a
Literally keep myself to myself. And
Talask?
carry on my way.
Yeah. Nightwatch has just given you some information that would help you. Reroll that, Deann. There we go. Oh. I guess Nightwatch is doing their... Nightwatch did their own insight check. Okay. Well, if this stuff is alive, then it would... And they had several pieces. It's possible that if it's still alive, that it would also be capable of healing. And growing back together into whatever creature it had been originally before it was broken up into rock-like chunks.
Whatever it is, I don't like the idea of living rock. Like substances.
Uh-huh.
Well, personally, I'm kind of intrigued at this idea, because if you're wearing a set of armor with that, and it gets damaged in battle, no big deal, it'll come back.
It'll heal.
That's provided you can control which way it grows.
It could, yeah, that armor's gonna get tight after a while.
Yeah, it may not affect you as much as those who still have
Flesh
bits, but if it grows spikes inwards, or it just keeps growing in as well as out, it will crush the wearer of said armor.
Mm-hmm. Maybe it'll turn into spiked armor with the right motivation. Maybe.
Honestly,
but again, those spikes would grow in all directions. If you could train it to grow into spikes, it would grow in all directions.
Dowerfang, keep working on it. Maybe maybe find somebody from somebody attuned to nature or arcane studies to help you study this more.
So far, I haven't found anything that can break it. If you can find me another piece, I suspect I can break it with another bit of it. Oh.
Yeah, that's what I thought we gave him a...
Oh yeah, I forgot. Sorry, I get absent-minded.
Yeah.
Oh. Heck, he looks back through his notes. I already did that experiment. And he shows you another piece. Well, he looks through and finds a piece of Tarascene which he has successfully split in two using another piece of Tarascene, and then also shows you and then he pulls out another piece that has been a flake of Tarascene which he has chipped down into a flake with other pieces of Tarascene until it resembles an arrowhead. Yeah, I forgot I did that. Why did I...
maybe it's when maybe it was when the ambient energy of the town dipped for a minute, and before it came back during the attack.
Yeah.
That would explain it.
If I remember... Alright, it's coming... Yeah. If I remember correctly, this was hard work getting into that shape.
I bet it is.
But
what do you guys want to do?
In theory, I could chip it down into arrowheads, axe heads. Yeah, it's gonna be tough.
Nope, I don't know history.
Maybe I'll be able to... Claws? What do you mean, claws? You want me to chip it into claws?
Like animal claws, or like something that goes over your hand, or whatever, that has blades on it that you could fight with armor. Is it a difference?
Give me time to make a... Oh. Okay, so you want some gauntlets with Tarascene nails.
Yes, but also they don't like me here, so I'm not
With
gonna,
Tarascene nails.
attempt to...
Wow. Interesting, Arif.
The finger claws.
Oh.
Why?
I think because Aru wants to be able to damage things better when he goes to touch them.
Yeah, everything you pick up, you're just gonna pierce. I have reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll make you some gauntlets then, I guess. Gotta figure out a way to make the Tarascene attach to the metal. I freeze everything I touch. Okay.
What if instead of trying to get it to fuse?
Metal gloves won't help with that. In fact, you might make the... If you literally freeze everything you touch, that's gonna make the metal more brittle as it reaches freezing point. They might even seize up entirely, and then your hands would be useless. Nightwatch is looking scared at Aru.
Deann is not really looking at Aru, but is thinking,
if they can resist
I'm not
tools,
sure.
I'm sure they can. Wait, are you proposing that I make the entire gauntlet from Tarascene?
Oh, she's the one.
No, the
that
claws have seemed
went
it's my
against
fingers that
people,
do it.
wasn't she? then
And how would you expect to attach these claws to yourself? Are you going to implant them surgically? Aru is typing. Aru is typing. Aru is typing. Make them like gauntlet fingers, and I'll handle the rest. Okay, whatever. Customer's always right, as they say.
I think he just wants you to give him the base thing, and then he's going to do artificer stuff to it when you're done, so that he can actually make them work for him.
He wants Taraskin tipped finger armor. Coming right up.
How long is that? You said it takes forever to work the. Well, not forever, but it takes a while. How long do you think it'll take for you to finish that order?
I can get the finger armor done pretty quickly, but chipping Taraskin into shape will take me a little longer. Give me a couple of days.
Are you okay with that?
Yeah, he says.
Yeah.
All right. Are we good to head to the library then?
Das ist gut, ja. How much will it cost? That depends on how much work this is going to take me. If I break my own fingers in the process, it'll cost a lot more. Okay, so pay after, understood. Yeah.
Okay.
So, Dao Fang sets about making your finger armor.
Did anybody else want to place an order of the Dower Fangs before we head out, or are we done here for the morning?
Yeah, anyone else want custom-made weapons or armor or trinkets? I'm sure he'd be more than happy to make a little metalwork kitty. No?
I don't have anything. I don't use that much metal stuff.
Yeah, I'm good with armor and weapons at the moment. Does the kids want a weapon?
Dao Fang looks at you and frowns and then sniffs. Did something change about you?
Yeah.
Can you please explain what do you mean?
You're... There's another energy
What,
about
like,
you.
herb and stuff are around? Because this is new territory.
Cold vibrancy. Well, yeah, the opposite, really. Necrotic energy that wasn't there before.
In Night Watch?
Yeah.
Or
Can't you feel that?
Nightwatch at this point just opens up her chest plate and takes a look at her life glass crystal.
You pull out your own heart and look at it?
No, okay. I open it up and have the party look at it and tell me, what do you see? Alright, and also the blacksmith, since he's probably knowledgeable.
Okay. So the life glass that had been sealed within its mounting has... that there are several crystals that have pierced the housing and are now... yeah. It's bigger. One of the larger crystals that is now protruding from the casing has a swirling black energy within it.
Close your Joe, close your close it. You're gonna kill us.
Close it. What did you see?
Oh.
Forgot about the rolling.
Oh.
Yeah, you're probably all feeling a little drained right now.
Oh, did I? Am I exposed? Like, I mean, crystal.
Your heart. And he does the quotation mark. Your heart grew 3 sizes that day. Unfortunately, part of it's swirling with dark energy, and it's outside of the containment of the heart. It seems to not affect us when you're when you're all shut, but we're gonna need somebody's gonna need protective gear and to try to like rehouse that so that it doesn't wind up killing you or us.
You suddenly feel very protective of that extra piece of your heart. Night Watch.
Wait, no, wait. We don't know what this is. Like,
We didn't say we're gonna remove it. Just one big. You know what? It's your body. You do with it what you want. I can't tell you what to do.
I'm not saying that we shouldn't like rehouse it. I just
Sooty says,
get rid of the dark spooky bits.
Sooty says, "I'm getting tired of all this funky magic." You want to get?
We needed to get rid of it. I just said that I'm going to have it rehoused so that it doesn't.
Nightwatch, when you say maybe we should just get rid of the dark spooky bit, you feel more than a voice in your head says no.
When it was open, did I get the same sense that I got from the sword?
Yeah, what was in you vibes with what's in it. Yeah.
Night Watch, we need to talk alone. Deann, don't worry about it. It's not a problem.
All No.
Say
you get like that, I know you're up to something.
You don't want to know it, Deann. If you don't.
Actually, I do, because whatever's going on would eventually affect all of us. And
you really don't want to know, Deann.
Do you want to know? Do you want to know a secret? I know a secret. I'll tell you my secret if you tell me yours.
Well, it's tempting.
Deann, why don't you roll persuasion? $23. Aru, do you have any chance of beating that?
Slight? No, I'd have to get in at 20.
Even then, it's still only going to be a 20. So, yeah, he kind of has a point.
But not here. I agree, not here. We'll do it somewhere. Maybe we'll do it out. Maybe we'll do it when we're mining, where we're pretty sure that no one can overhear us. If you're worried about too many people knowing outside of the group. Fair, Aru?
Fair.
To the library?
To the library.
We have nothing else
Sure.
with that repair?
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you get to the library, and you see several of the librarians huddled together outside of the reference section, specifically the part of the library that contains all the history, and they are talking amongst themselves and looking into that room.
Actually, can I do the thing real quick?
Do the thing? All right. What's the thing?
I assume that most of the people here are most librarians are the dollar type. There is a slightly more energy. There seems to be a new librarian or newer librarian in the library. Not necessarily in that group, off stocking shelves or something, but they They appear to be a female half-elf, but with extremely pale skin. But they have fiery red hair, and they're just doing their job.
This is your backup character, isn't it?
Yep.
Okay.
Sorry, they're in the library. If they're headed to the library, there's a good chance you're going to see somebody with shocking red hair.
Yeah, that would be particularly eye-catching in the City of the Dead. Yeah. So
that's the only reason, guys. I'm sorry.
No worries. Does anybody want to see take a peek at what the librarians are looking at, or walk up to librarians and ask, or what?
I'm gonna, I guess, walk up to the librarians and see if I can.
Does Malrock or Scarlet want to do anything? Because you haven't had a chance to really argue in a while.
I'm just gonna find a place to sit with Ebba and wait for the other to get done.
Yes, Sooty hasn't had a chance to speak much either. This is true. Scarlet and Malrock are typing. Hi, Toby.
Sooty, is there anything you want to do at the library? Or you just want to wait with the others?
I will likely try and sneak by to check out the section they're in front of. Okay. As the librarians observe a magma mephit fly past them and head into into parts of the library, they all scream, "No!" Whether it's because it's a magma mephit or because she's about to disturb whatever's going on in there, you don't know. Scarlet. I'll ask what's making them zombified. They're not zombified, they're just... I'm fiery. Yes, you are. I'm back. We in the library now. Yes, you're in the library now. Scarlet, you see that the... most of the library books have been taken off the shelves and are now stacked up in piles around Caliph Ramon III, who is has several of these books out on the desk in front of him, and he seems to be cross-referencing sections and annotating the books. Scarlet, what do you do? You're the first one in there. You're the first one to see this. What do you do?
Okay. What am I rolling? Sorry. Okay.
You probably heard the librarian scream, no?
Yeah.
Oh, you said maybe I should wait outside. Are you just going to turn around and go outside then?
It might be the better idea because I don't want to catch the library on fire.
Fair enough.
I'll just kind of take a peek and then I'll run out before I catch anything on fire.
You're like, oh shit, yeah, I'm fire. Okay. So, since Scarlet has retreated, defeated by books, who wants to take the lead instead? Sooty is typing. I volunteer Malrock. That's not how volunteering works, but okay. Malrock. You see Caliph Ramon surrounded by piles of books. The rest of the library, this part of the library in a heck of a state. The librarian seems scared to go near him, despite the fact that he's actively defacing several of the books by annotating them. Some of these tomes are ancient, admittedly nowhere near as ancient as Caliph Ramon himself, but he is not paying any respect to that as he dips his quill into an ink pot and scribbles directly into these books. to go talk to the Caliph. Sure, why not? Okay. And Sooty peeks their head around the corner.
Yes.
Okay, so you approach the Mummy Lord and say what, Malrock? Night Watch goes in too. Okay, cool.
Do they look like visibly to be living?
Sorry?
Does it look like they're like a living being, or if they're just another unique undead?
Caliph Ramon is a Mummy Lord. You guys have met him before.
Ah, okay.
Wait, I don't
That
think
was
Melrock or
before their
City
time.
was. I don't think they were there at that point.
Okay.
Yeah, that was before their time.
Okay. Sooty hasn't met him either. Okay. So what does you gonna let Night Watch do the talking? Okay. Night Watch.
So, Ramon, what are you doing with the books?
Creepy looking.
They're wrong.
Why are they wrong?
So much of my history lost and misplaced and misquoted. It's just wrong. The
Let's
Great
speak about
Misran
history.
Empire, forgotten and replaced with this shallow misinterpretation of it.
Let's speak about history. I was wanting to ask, where exactly is the location of inserts of the whatever a Magister told where Night Watch is from, or at least her body might be?
Carphenia?
Yeah, Carphenia.
Misra. It is one of the great cities of Misra.
Where is that on the map?
As far as I can tell from your books, it is to the east and buried in the sands.
Ah, okay.
It looks like the only city that I remember that still stands is Ophidia. Those treacherous snake men still live.
2 and 3.
Well, I guess I gotta be going unless you know any other information about Warforge.
Warforged.
Denami?
Why? That's another thing that they got wrong. Your
yeah.
scholars and archaeologists seem to think that the Warforged were created for war, hence why they're called Warforged. They presume that we created them for military might. But we had no need of metal soldiers. Each Misran had the power of a god at their hands. Nothing could stand in our way. We regularly fought in war games just for entertainment. We lived and died at each other's hands and were brought back time and time again for our amusement. Then why aren't you still here? What does that mean, Melrock?
Well, he's talking about this great civilization. Isn't he, like, from one that's gone?
Yeah, he's from Carphenia himself.
Can I get a stick and poke?
So
He's sitting here going off.
he stops his rant to answer you. A great disaster befell our civilization, wiping out most of us. Luckily, I had already transferred my heart into a carnoptic jar, and was not so easily dispatched. But many of the rest, those that still trusted in their lycocyte, the crystals that you call life glass, perished as they overcharged with power and exploded. Which brings me back to the Warforged. We called them harvesters, or reapers, collectors. It was they that would walk into the forests with the...
I'm doing a bunch of stuff, and I'm moving fast.
Sorry, Aru?
No.
Aru?
No.
Anyway. He goes on to describe how the automatons...
He called my name?
I could hear you... I thought you were interrupting me to say something, and then I realized you were talking to somebody else in the room.
Oh, sorry. I thought I was muted still.
Nope.
My bad.
No worries. But anyway, Califramon goes on to describe how when their lycocyte crystals were low on power, that they would swap them out for fresh ones, and the decharge crystals were collected by these automatons, which were treated with a modicum of respect in Mithran society. They were vital to the way that Mithra worked, because they would take the used crystals and wander into the lush jungles that surrounded each of the cities and recharge the crystals with the abundant life energy available in the environment and bring them back, allowing people to swap these freshly recharged crystals for their used ones again. It was the reason why the automatons, the collectors and reapers and harvesters and what have you, there were different models, different types depending on which Mithran city-state constructed them. They would, as they exposed the crystals to the life energy around them, inevitably the automaton itself would be robbed of power. But then, once the crystals were recharged, their own life-giving lycocyte would also be recharged, and they would reanimate and bring the crystals back to the city. And if a organic life form were to do such a thing, it would mean the end of the life form. So that's why the harvesters did it.
Okay.
You're not a warforged. You're a farmer.
So, my body, the original purpose was to farm energy?
Yes. To draw life
That's the meaning.
From the environment and recharge the lycocyte. So Nightwatch is our medic and life glass bomb disposal.
Probably not a good idea for life glass disposal at the moment, since her is kind of overstuffed.
A little bit.
So, would you be able to take a look at my life glass and see what's inside of it?
But it's attached to other bits.
I was not an artificer.
Can I take it
I was Caliph Ramon III.
Yeah, you're an old one. Will I kind of go and find a artificer that is not Aru at the moment? Not that I'm saying that we don't need you, or I just want different set of hands.
Good luck finding a modern artificer that can understand your intricacies.
Don't worry, I think I know where one is at the moment.
I know how to make her, though. I can make more.
You can make more harvesters?
Yeah.
How have you given them life?
Oh, I have the blueprints for the machine, and the exact process on how to do it is on it.
You have details of a misrun machine?
Yep.
Let me see.
He's going to pull out the blueprints and hold them out. See?
How? How is this possible? These plans look no more than a century old at the most.
Well, we found them on Nultic, and the Nultic we believed was cursed by Vecna, so maybe he made a deal with something to give him the knowledge.
Or maybe he made a copy from a much older document.
That too.
Does this work? Have you built it yet?
Well, in theory it works. Everything says so. But these guys haven't given me the time to go shopping to get the materials. And Deann won't let me to his family to ask them for a loan.
It's probably for the best. What use would be harvesters without anything to harvest?
I mean, it's technically immortality.
You would.
And
I'm going to. Yeah, go.
You are planning to use it to bind souls to these mechanical bodies.
Oh,
only if they want to. Nightwatch made me promise her that was only if I want to, and if they want to.
I did not.
You said I couldn't use the machine on people unless they gave me permission to use them.
Why is Sooty numbing on a bookshelf?
She's basically teething and numbing in anxiety.
There's no blood in a shelf.
No, but I also imagine she's teething because baby fangs are coming in.
Oh, we lost Aru.
No, Aru.
No.
He's back.
Also, I have a question.
Go on.
Dampiers don't just feed off blood, right?
It depends on the dampier. Some of them feed on energy. Psychic energy.
God damn it.
What up, Aru? Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, good.
Y'all were in and out.
Y'all were eating out?
Yes.
What?
Parting in and out. Like, welcome.
Okay. That makes more sense.
Lost my train of thought.
Was it a choo-choo train?
Oh, I remember now. Could Sooty, like, sort of feed off, like, the overproduction of magic the party has kind of been experiencing lately?
It would take skill. The easiest way for you to absorb life energy is by biting somebody and drawing it from their blood. but
Okay.
with first you would need a certain degree of self-awareness of what it is that you are, and then you would have to consciously and what it is that you do when you buy people, and then you would have to consciously figure out other ways to extract the energy.
Sooty does
It's
not
possible.
know she's a vampire, and I think
Yeah.
she would deny it if she did.
Yeah.
I'm now attempting to numb on Frostwalker.
Okay.
All right. So,
Yeah.
Well, they're not Frostwalker in this one. They're Malrock. Malrock today. And
I'm going to pack it up very carefully in the cart. Yes, it is wrapped up very carefully. Yep.
all right, he's being nomad. Nommed. Oh, okay, you're being nommed. All right.
Yes.
Every campaign you end up nomming on a bone or a stick. This is true. This is true. It's not the ultimate stick this time. This time it's a bookshelf. So.
Yeah.
You just jelly. You have no stick. This, okay. So anyway, Caliph Ramon has delivered his rant. Was there anything in particular that you wanted to ask him, or has he already answered it for you?
I got the location on the map where my body came from,
Yeah, roughly.
and I was just more or less just eyeing Aru and Ramon before they get ideas.
Mm-hmm.
Aru is taking back the blueprints. I'll make a copy for you eventually. Don't worry.
The librarians have ways to make copies, I believe.
I don't want anyone else seeing this.
You think the scribes here would know what that was?
To be fair, the last person who owned it got turned into a Nultic. And if they even have a chance of knowing, probably not a good idea.
It's like, oh my fucking god, not again.
Interesting. Why has this curse not affected you or I?
Well, I think it's due to the fact that Vecna's always watching us. But
yeah,
it might be something else.
Vecna. He goes over to another pile of books and knocks several of them over, looking for a particular tome. He opens it, flips it back and forth. Ah, yes. A mage that became a lich, and then an archlich, and afterwards became so powerful that he is now worshipped as a god of undeath.
And secrets. And secrets.
And yet, it seems that the people of the necropolis revere this Majister instead.
That would be correct, because they had... Vecna's not so nice as Magister with his undead.
yeah.
It's what I've come to the conclusion.
So you worship Magister because he's nicer?
Oh, I don't worship him, but I think that's the general idea. Yeah.
Aru,
Yes.
what do you mean Vecna's watching us?
Didn't I tell you about Evan's book? Oh wait, I was supposed to keep that a secret, wasn't I?
Nightwatch is visibly shaking.
Yeah, we have this book, a powerful wizard book, but it just so happens that while you have it, Vecna can watch you at any time. But to be honest, we have the other gods watching us almost all the time. Like, I wouldn't be shocked if Murder Man is watching us for my actions.
Luna, help me.
Oh, we're too far below for her to help you. Anyway.
Oh.
Okay, Deann's gonna want. Guys, we gonna be here much longer? Like,
yeah, I want to. Yeah, let's go. If you guys want to go, that's his.
Did you get the information you needed, Nightwatch? Because I don't want to rush you.
No, I got the information, and more than I wanted.
More than you wanted, yes.
But at least I got a cool nickname for my race now.
Oh yeah? Which one you going
Reapers.
with? The Reapers. Yeah.
Sounds intimidating enough.
It does.
Okay.
But you'll still legally be a warforge.
Let's head out of town then. Anything else happens.
Before anything else happens,
Why do I what? No, Deann's looking at Nightwatch and like, why are your eyes flickering like that, Nightwatch?
What do you mean?
Because because Nightwatch doesn't emote like standard.
Right. So your nervousness would be expressed as flickering light, rather than it being obvious on your face that you would just glitch.
Well, turns out my body is a garbage energy.
Later.
Yeah,
later. Whatever's wrong, we can discuss it later. Let's get out of town. There just seems to be a lot that we need to talk about somewhere not here.
Yes. She's gonna go pick up her child and give hugs to her because she needs emotional support.
Tight.
Sorry.
No. Bad.
It's not like we're under threat here, but yes, let's go.
We could be if the wrong topics of conversation come up in front of the wrong people.
So anyway, where are you heading now?
Down I would assume out the exit that leads to the thoroughway that had the offshoot to the Orm.
Okay. So you're going to retrace your steps through the Underdark to find that seam of ore, yes?
Yep.
And where was that, do you remember?
I know that it was. I know when we found it, we were taking the carts of manure. So the pathway to the exit, near Port Holland. So yeah, that way. The one that would take us if we continue down the main road thing, we'd wind up at the cave of Oneness. The
cave of one, the cavern of one mind.
We go to the Cavern of One Mind, the Mind Flayers, and Fort Alwyn. But we're only going a slight distance out of the city, if I remember correctly, to find a small offshoot that's where the ore was.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, I think
So, you get to that side passage and discover that it's caved in.
Does it look like somebody came and caved it in, or does it look like like a natural cave-in, or does it look like maybe when the power exploded, it shook the rock and caused a cave-in?
It looks like somebody... Yeah, it looks like somebody fucked up. And, yeah. In fact, there's a stump of old bone sticking out from under the rocks. Malrock says, hand me a pickaxe and I'll get to work.
We should have bought some when we were at the blacksmith.
We do have a few we stole from the gnome miners.
Oh, okay, never mind. Okay. So I guess whoever's gonna try to clear this rubble, get started. I can't help. I don't have anything that's gonna harm the rocks.
Well, I'm assuming that because it's like a loose cave-in, that it's not just one solid formation of rock. So instead of just chipping away at it constantly, I'll take and basically play Jenga and move whatever I can out, pick away at it to lose up, move some more.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
I'll need to go back to those mountains and find more.
So is that what you're doing? You're going to be hefting rocks? Is anybody helping you?
Yes, that's what I would
knows how important culture is to people.
Aru will help, buddy, help.
I'll help as well.
So, I guess when you guys work on, I'll leave a little story. So, you know Majister, right?
Mm-hmm.
He uses the power of the belief in him from the undead of the necropolis to keep the necropolis the size it is.
Makes sense. Power belief of your believers can affect the world, I guess.
As in, if something were to happen to him, there's a chance that anybody whose life force is in any way, shape, or form tied to undeath would suddenly cease to be. Because the number of undead present would be too much for the world to sustain.
to be fair, it will be really hard to kill him and destroy all his phylacteries.
What do you mean all of his phylacteries?
He's got multiple.
Just pass that. Just mention that in passing.
Yeah, as he's digging out these holes, he says this over his shoulder.
Aru, do you want to expand on that?
Oh yeah, you want me to explain? Well, you know when that big explosion happened?
Mm-hmm.
I forget. It only cost me life.
So Magister thought he might actually die. Well, he turned me into one of his phylacteries as a failsafe, and it appears that Nightwatch is also one.
Nightwatch is going to
Nightwatch is gonna what?
leave the party. When she's far enough, y'all will hear screaming as in a small earthquake. And probably the loudest F-bomb ever.
Ah, fuck!
Nightwatch, be glad you have a metal body. I have a feeling you'd have gotten paler than me.
I'm already painted white.
That's paint, Nightwatch. Like,
Anyway, so he has multiple phylacteries. The sword was a phylactery. I'm a phylactery. Nightwatch is a phylactery. That Death Knight might be a phylactery now. I think he is.
Goodwin.
It was hard to tell. And I wouldn't be surprised if some of the council members are his phylacteries.
Wait, does that mean the voice I started hearing is him?
Malrock says, so if we want to kill Magister, we have to kill you.
No, we
You can't kill Magister.
From what I can sense, Malrock, it wouldn't be a good idea for any of us to attempt that, even when we're on his level.
Purely theoretical.
Purely theoretical, yeah.
I would remind you that even though you're not tied to Magister, you're a full undead at the moment. You could just as easily blink out of existence if you was to disappear as any of the rest of us.
Yeah, without Malrock without Magister, without Magister's energy, without the feedback loop of belief that passes through him, there wouldn't be many of them would cease to be.
At least he's not. I mean, in a way, he's sharing the energy back to the people of the necropolis. He's not using it purely for selfish reasons, because he could really take the power and do a lot more with it than just make sure we all have a nice, fairly safe place to live.
Nightwatch says, "Oh no," out loud, apparently.
Sooty? I think you might be phylactery as well.
No. Let me double check, and I will take the 10 minutes to ritually cast Detect Magic, because I know I get the necromancy out of Aru. Am I picking up anything else outside of any of the others that matches Aru's energy, Anthony?
You're using Detect Magic?
Yep.
Yeah, funnily enough, the energy that is in Sooty is much more like your own. Something about the overdose of necrotic energy allowed the when mortals spend a lot of time in the proximity of vampires, sometimes a dampier is spontaneously created. That process was accelerated, basically, just from being close to you.
So I've got the Aru energy that I sensed the last time and I might be picking up some of that, even though it's shielded by her stuff.
Yeah.
From Nightwatch.
I mean, you felt it fall to the face when when her chest was opened. Yeah, it's the same vibe.
Okay. But I don't get that vibe from Sooty.
No.
Is what you're telling me.
No, you don't get that vibe from Sooty.
Do I get it from anybody else?
In the party, no.
Okay. So, Deann, after having, you hear him muttering for 10 minutes while you guys are working on the rocks.
Although, there's a little of it. Just a little.
By 100 times by 20.
In Ebba. Those white and green, those variegated leaves that are woven through her hair. Some of it is unseelie fey magic, but there's a little bit of Majister thrown in there too.
Okay, at some point we're gonna have to get that figured out. But he's gonna basically he cast it. You guys clearly tell that he's casting his one of his ritual spells, and when he's done, he looks at each person in the party very closely, studying their magical auras. And when he's done, he's like, "No, Nightwatch, Sooty's energy does not match the energy coming out of you and Haru, nor does anybody else's magical energies. So nobody else has what's going on with you two going on with them. The only other person who's got anything interesting going on, but I don't want to add more to it, is Eva. So I will discuss it with her when she's done processing."
Yeah.
That poor guy.
Indeed, and that might explain partly why she's in the state that she is, because there's...
Yeah, and it could be the mixture of magic, because she's got some fey and some necrotic thing going on with her, so that could be adding to the stress on her brain.
Indeed. In the meantime, Sooty has asked, why hasn't Magister locked us all in some fancy mansion? And
yeah.
Don't keep all your eggs in one basket.
Yeah.
Kind of, yes. Well, we, just by existing, can absorb the souls. We are phylacteries. Yeah. Kind of like that sword. It was used to absorb souls. So when we kill, he gets that power.
And if you were all locked away, you wouldn't be feeding into him.
Exactly.
So when we go out and do our thing and occasionally kill people who pick fights with us,
yep.
Not you.
Also
not you. Not you. Those.
Not.
Yeah,
not
them,
you.
But when we go out and fight things, you guys absorb them, and you kind of act as a middleman and.
We're also.
Which makes Nightwatch, which really does make Nightwatch a Reaper.
Yeah. We also are a relief tank. Magister, this is the biggest reason Magister has so many phylacteries. If he didn't, he would become a god, and he doesn't want that. So, we also exist to get rid of the energy he's constantly getting.
And it's probably a good thing. Malrock, because if he was to walk, if he had to go hunting for food, it would be as though a great darkness covered the land.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And so you are just like me. You are a vampire now, because when mortals live among vampires, especially for a long period of time, they can spontaneously, they can absorb the ambient necrotic energies of the vampires and become like them. The explosion probably accelerated the process, changing you into a half into a vampire like myself.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As long as I don't have to deal with the emotional trauma of being a phylactery, no offense, guys, that sounds good.
No, you're good. The only thing you got going on is the same thing I got going on. We'll have to figure out eventually what it is you will crave and how to best have you feed. I, of course, took after the vast majority of my vampiric family and do it in blood, but the powers I've acquired usually keep my hungers in check. You will definitely need to feed those.
Mm-hmm.
Up on blood bags?
Mm-hmm.
What'd you say?
We need to stock up on blood bags, she said.
Well, if you wind up feeding on blood, if you feed on something else, we may be able to find other ways for you to feed that doesn't.
Either way, there's a reason why there's a farm of humans.
Yeah. That's why
I'll use blood bags until we can find another way.
Yeah.
No. I mean, it won't taste nearly as good, but anything with blood in it, you can use to feed. So,
as long as it's alive.
Yeah, as long as it's alive, if rats or bats, just be careful that they're not, an actual vampire.
Yes.
I'm familiar. Yeah, any sort of living creature you can.
Cats, dogs, chickens, cows.
I was purposely trying to avoid the cats and dogs thing because of the craziness that's happening here in America in regards to eating cat and dogs.
Oh, the fucking stupid bullshit. Anyway.
But yeah.
Can we just swing by the blood farm and look into getting some fiendish or tiefling blood for now? I don't like the idea of eating kittens.
Just thought of something cool Night Watch can do.
Just trying to help, buddy. Yeah, we can get you whatever you need. I'm not. Trust me, I wouldn't deny you. Not being a full-blooded thing, you won't need it on a daily basis.
Alright, so are you going to nip by the butchers? Or are you going to go directly to the farm?
I think are we still working on getting this pathway cleared?
Oh yeah, you're still in the tunnels, moving stones. You do begin seeing a gap above the rockfall, and beyond it you can see more corpses in various states of decay. And some pickaxes and stuff. You also see that some of the mithril had already been mined. And a strange looking device.
Oh, that was you on the sheet then.
Can you identify that thing?
Cast Identify. Okay. This is a gnomish-made mining machine. It breaks through rocks using a combination of drills and controlled explosions.
Anger band.
Used correctly, it should be able to chew through any rock face pretty quickly.
Okay.
Used correctly. The corpses.
They used it incorrectly, is what Deann said.
No, that's not.
The corpses seem to be of a variety of different humanoid races, but there's one body there that, and the most of them are in rags with pickaxes, crude pickaxes. But there's one corpse that seems a little better armored and equipped, and even seems to have a lash. The body looks dwarven.
Yeah, I prefer the colder places, thanks.
The Jorgar came back with more slaves to do more mining, only they messed up.
Mm-hmm.
Aru, before you try to use the device, I want you to give it a good thorough inspection and make sure that it's not malfunctioning, meaning that nothing's out of place, or at least to the best of your abilities to know that, because I'm guessing that
Okay, we'll do.
it worked right, and we don't want to be on the other side of on the wrong side of a cave-in.
Should I use stone shape to block it off? To block what off? What's the it?
I think she means. Go ahead, Sooty.
The tunnel after we're done sorting things out. Yeah.
Yeah, you could use. You could have used stone shape to move the rock slide.
Oh, yeah, the crayon Jake on.
Trying to save my spell slots.
Fair. So.
Just to be safe, Anthony, I'm going to send my bat down the halfway to see if anything's coming to greet us.
So far, no.
It's just gonna. If there's a rock there, like 100 feet out or whatever, like 99 feet out or whatever, it's gonna hang upside down and just scan the tunnel as an early warning device.
Okay. Ari will try to see if it's malfunctioning. Do an Arcana check.
Yeah, I'll be heading back off tomorrow.
Can you tell if the corpses? Well, they're not moving.
I think so, yeah. Go drop the stuff off with the UV glass and then head back.
Can use Smith's tools to tell if it's malfunctioning. Yeah, sure. Use your tool proficiency. I mean, Tinker's tools would be useful for repairing it if you have those.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
But you could just start tinkering and seeing what happens. But an Arcana check first would allow you to try and figure out what's wrong before you start poking it. It's up to you whether you want to just get your hands in and start tinkering with it blindly. Okay, so yes, you do an Arcana check. 21.
Don't worry.
You very quickly see what's wrong. Looks like somebody used explosive powders to overcharge the life glass power source. So the life glass is broken. Yeah, the life glass is gone. Harry says fuck.
Just thank you. And, where he said he's just come back. Did he say?
How big is the machine? Small.
Yeah, but he said
in
he
D&D
just come back
standards.
or something, didn't he? Last night before.
Although it's also okay, so it's about 3 foot high and 3 foot wide, but it's also about 6 foot long. It's got treads on the bottom to help it move down the corridor, as well as similar treads on the top and sides, so it can travel down a tunnel if necessary. And it's got a drilling auger on the front, as well as there's little holes in the auger for depositing the explosives. Too bad we don't have a spare crystal of life glass anywhere. Yeah, too bad.
I don't think you'd have wanted to use that one anyway. With a hag's soul in it, it's probably too powerful for the machine itself.
Aru says, Deann took mine.
Only because it had the hag's soul in it. If I could get the soul out, put it in something else, I'd gladly give it back to you.
Not like someone's heart has a growing crystals on it, huh?
Yeah,
so, sounds like Malrock is proposing that you chip off the excess crystal that's growing like a cancer on Nightwatch's heart and use it to power this drilling machine.
Oh God, that. What do we do?
One stone so that the life glass doesn't go into her body and damage her, and we get this done.
I think I might actually kill someone if y'all do that. Not on purpose, but I'm.
It's essentially a parasitic entity. It will protect itself. Yeah.
That, and also getting in. If anyone try to touch, it will.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we don't
be an extra person and not watch.
We don't have the protective gear to deal with the magic absorption.
This is true.
There could be a chance we keep on mining. We might come across another life glass.
Aru will put his hand there and try to put power through it. So you're just trying to channel your own.
Yeah.
Okay. How many spell slots do you want to burn? He's close to life. Okay. I hear you. How many hit points do you want to burn? You're going to use all 4 of your level 1s? Okay. You touch your fingers to the contacts inside the empty life glass housing, and the machine chugs into life. Mechanisms start moving, little lights come on.
There all the time. It's like they always look at you with as if they want to squish you under their boot.
Ah, they're much better.
Oh, you're scary.
It's like somebody putting a light bulb in their mouth. No, I have much scarier ideas. Okay, so now that you've got this thing moving, or at least active, as long as your hand is in there, what do you do now? Explains to Malrock how to use it. Army of robot arrows. Oh no.
Yeah, we're not exactly like around a lot. I mean, there's only one micro
Worse.
north. And there's only about like how many would there be? Like 30, 40? Yeah.
Godhood. Is that what you're aiming for?
Like 50 odd of us up there.
Nope.
Yeah.
Catface.
Yeah, we're all really close up there. It's worth it, actually. And we meet up with the rest of the clans like once a year as well. So
Good job, Aru!
see them again.
You'll find out eventually. Okay. Did I show you guys what Majister looks like, by the way? Typically.
Where's that? Yeah.
See if I can find it. Okay, not there.
Oh, yes. Yeah, it was up in the... Yeah. I think so. But I
Anyway,
still know
so what are you doing now?
around them, so.
There he is.
Can we hurry up and mine this stuff?
Are you going to use the machine? And is Aru removing his hand from the power contacts?
Yeah, I think it's pretty much true.
Okay, so you... That's going to make this awkward. There's plenty of pickaxes around too, and also there's some already mined. That was done so before the miners clearly decided to have a rebellion.
Yeah.
How much are you looking to get? Like, there's the pile of stuff they got from over there.
Let's get what we can and see what we can make with it. Oh.
Yeah.
Young self, one of the dragon souls in his collection and makes a bomb with it? What?
Yeah, it's not good. I mean, Luke,
Jay, okay.
Gurgia were the ones that had, like,
Dragon
Rita's
souls.
family
Nonsense.
enslaved, right?
Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
So many bodies, so much useless blood. What a waste!
Yeah, they've long since... Yeah, there's not much useful left. Scavengers have eaten away most of the flesh at this point, and, you know, the bones are often scattered. But if any of you can animate dead, you could make a new bone friend.
I don't have any right there. Or the Order of Vocation allows me to cast it without spells.
Move the map again.
Anyway, let's see how you're doing with the mining. Those who are actually using pickaxes to chip away at the stone. Could you make a athletics check?
Okay, make a what?
Athletics check, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
13. Let's see how the others do. Is Scarlet going to be attacking the stone with her pickaxe? Scarlet's helping. Alright, so if you would also make an athletics check. You use primal savagery on the stone. So he's biting the stone. You're just gonna break your fangs. Athletics, please. Athletics.
Yeah, just to, yeah.
11. Wow. Scarlet's heart's not in it. They'd much rather be fighting people than rocks. Oh, you haven't letting Scarlet reroll, are you? Okay. Iro's giving you a reroll.
I'm guessing you have like each have like little bases that you
Can't say I blame her. No. There we go. That's more like it. She gets angry at the stone because it's boring and smashes. Okay, so with that high, you actually hit a fault in the rock. The entire face cracks off, bringing a bunch of ore down with it.
Oh, okay.
It also fucks up your pickaxe.
Makes sense.
Looks like, but there's plenty of others to pick up. But yeah, you got a whole rock face full of ore to pick up from the ground now. Thanks to Scarlet. Damn, looks like you broke the wall. Yeah. It's just a layer of rock, really, but...
You never fail to impress, Scarlet. You never fail to impress.
Dude. But yeah, you've easily got enough ore between the stuff that already been mined and what Scarlet just brought down to fill a minecart. What do you want to do? I might disconnect. I'm in an area with poor service. Okay, Aru. Turns out you didn't need the mining machine. You just needed Scarlet.
Yeah.
I'm going to assume we find some way to pack it up
Yeah.
and head back to the city.
Okay, so you're gonna, you load the stones into the cart and begin pushing it back towards the city. Do you want Sooty to seal up the entrance using her stone shape?
Sooty, if you have the ability to seal this up, let's go ahead and do that. It'll slow. That way we'll know if anybody's been trying. At a glance, we'll know if anybody's been here trying to steal our stuff.
Will do.
That's the new version of stone shape. Grr. Okay. If you vanish, that's why. Okay. Looks like it's more or less. The wording is slightly different, but it's more or less the same. Is there more we left behind? Oh yeah, there's still more vein to mine. You can come back for more, and you know how to get back here. But if you seal it up, then unless they also have stone shape, they're not getting in. How much did you get? A cartload. Of course, once it's smelted down and stuff, you'll have to see how much actual metal you get out of it. But you got the ore. Where are you delivering it to? Goes to do that math. It depends on how much impurities are in the ore, really. It's you don't really know until after.
And probably back to Dowerfang, because
makes sense. He would seem the best candidate to process it, but Aru suggests bringing it to the house.
You going to work at Aru, or do you want a master smith to play with it?
I think he's just going to have Scarlet hold each piece of ore until the liquid metal pours out of it. No, says Aru. For what reason? Sooty says she's hot. Yes, she is indeed. Scarlet is indeed hot.
Definitely not what?
Definitely not
Scarlet
what?
or...
Definitely not going to use Scarlet for that. Okay. Why? Sarcasms. Okay. It's a little hard to tell if you're being sarcastic with when
text,
via text. Unless of course you do it like, you know.
You know, if we take it back to the house, it's just gonna sit there, Aru, because we do have things we need to do.
Oh no, not the.
Well, not need to. That we should be doing on the surface, but I don't think we want to cart this stuff around with us either. So. There may be a way to do it, though. Let's head back into town and see if we can find something.
I know, but it's going to be expensive.
I've got an idea. Let's head into town. I want to head to one of the shops, not the blacksmith.
Okay. So you walk back into town. The night guard gives you a nod as you come back in with the cartload of ore. He knows it's courier business, so we should be able to strike a deal with the ore instead of costing us. Yes, it's also true. And you head into town. Are you still pushing your cart around as you head into the town center?
That's up to Aru.
Aru?
I guess the question is, do we have to go by the shops to get to our house anyway?
Not really. It's a little out of your way to go to your house.
Okay. If you guys want to head back, this shouldn't take me too long. I want to, because they're either going to have it or they're not, and then it's just a matter of price.
What if we offer the forge guy some? Yeah, I think that's what Malrock was suggesting. Ari wants to go with. I'll guard it while you guys go in. Says Malrock.
Okay. Sure. We head off to magic shop.
Magic shop. And are you specifically looking for a shop that has magic scrolls for sale, or something that has magic items for sale?
Magic items.
Items. Okay. And what sort of item are you after?
I am looking for a folded piece of black cloth.
The Well of Many Worlds? Or the portable hole?
A portable hole.
Okay.
Yeah.
That would be big enough to hold the darn cart full of ore.
You can go. You can get a portable hole from a magic item shop that isn't Braziel's.
Yeah, I'd like to. Well, I mean, depending on the price of it, I might have been able to. Yeah, I'd like to not go to Braziel's first.
Yes.
I hunt down the Pachyrhinosaur from my ribs.
Portable hole.
Yep.
Portable hole. It's a rare item.
It took like a long time.
Yeah, I know. It's gonna be a little bit more expensive, but
The
It has a hole in its head now, thanks to me.
arrow needs to go. Okay. Fair enough.
Almost, but no.
So, the shopkeeper, rather
I think eventually maybe a cryo dragon, but
rather pleasant zombie.
Like a fancy than
The
actually gonna happen.
well, he's more of a white than a zombie, really. Offers to sell you a portable hole for 100 gold pieces.
for how much?
100 gold pieces. 10
They are
platinum.
difficult. They are difficult.
Does he look like a tiefling? Sure. Why not? I mean, he's an undead tiefling, but sure, he can have horns. Why not? Excited tailwag. I mean, he's not tiefling anymore. He's just an animated corpse. But he's a more intelligent animated corpse than.
You have a hard bargain, shopkeep, but.
Alright, well, you could try the other shop, but I'm willing to bet he'll charge 5 times as much.
Yeah, I know. I've been in his shop before, browsing, and you're right. It's usually far more expensive. So, Deann will just go ahead and fork out the
100 gold pieces.
pretty much. Well, the 10 platinum.
Yeah. Alright, so you now have a portable hole that you can fill with rocks. and then
Pretty much, yeah.
And then fold it up and put it in your pocket.
Aru, I'm gonna let you carry this while it's got the ore in it. But when we're done with the ore, I would like the container back, please.
Aru is typing. Understood, he says. Now, when you wrote Aru needs to go, do you mean you need to drop out of the call?
No, he needs to go to Braziel's at some point.
To Braziel specifically, eventually. Gotcha. Okay. So it takes you a little while to transfer all of these rocks back into the portable hole. But after you've done that,
isn't the portable hole big enough to just wheel the cart in?
that's a good point. That's a good point. You want to keep the cart too, do you?
I mean, it's going to be easier and faster than moving the rocks again.
But it is. I mean, if you lay the portable hole out on the floor and then push the cart,
like if
it's going to pitch in and it's going to tip some of the rocks loose. You know.
What I was thinking is we're going to go. Is we just grab the side of a building and like Morok and Deann hold it open while Aru pushes it in.
Yeah, Looney Tunes tunnel it. Okay. Cool. Cool. Alright.
That way we can get somewhere and we could maybe actually get out of the metropolis in a few minutes. And what's up, Sooty?
My headphones fell out. What did I miss? All I heard was Looney Tunes style.
Okay, so they've gone to a magic item shop and acquired a portable hole, and they've held the open portable hole against a wall while they push the cart full of mithril ore into it, like it's a Looney Tunes tunnel. Yeah.
I kind of want a magic item now.
What would you like?
I don't know. What do you think would be useful?
What sort of thing would you like? Perhaps this friendly white shopkeeper would... and when I say white, I don't mean the colour. I mean the type of undead. This undead tiefling, offers to show you his wares. But what kind of wares are you looking for?
Do you have one of those items that can recreate blood in one of those mobile things?
Not much call for that, I'm afraid, since there's plenty of blood available.
Was that cart?
Thanks to our local livestock.
True, it's for travelling now.
Well... You know, I might happen to have something knocking about. One of the arcane, one of the members of the arcane coven created this item, and well, since they're a lich, they didn't have much need for it, so they sold it to me in exchange for store credit to buy some other items. It's a variation of the decanter of endless water, but instead of being connected to the plane of water, well, you can see for yourself. And he hands you a decanter that looks to be blood-stained around the lip of it.
Oh, how big is this thing?
A decanter of endless water. It's a wondrous item.
Yes.
It's a stoppered flask, so it's no bigger than a hot water bottle at the most, right? And you can slosh it, and you can hear, like, if you were to slosh a decanter of endless water, you would normally hear water sloshing around in it. But this sort of gloops instead.
Our own, like, ancestral spirits.
Weighs about 2 pounds.
Okay, how much?
Well, it's you understand that this is a rare variant
We know they exist, and well, like,
of the normal decanter, so
if I was anyone, I would.
150.
Oh, the Slayer, she was pretty badass.
Insight check?
Sure.
I just want to make sure I'm not being scammed.
Yeah.
Insight plus 6.
Mm-hmm. Why is it +6?
Yeah.
You're supposed to be. You're supposed to be proficient with insight?
Yeah.
Okay, then let's put the little black dot there, and it's actually a +7 at level 10.
Oh, I need to think that.
We also need to. Oh, yeah, that doesn't happen till level 2 in Bard. Actually, never mind. 10. You're not sure whether this is a fair price or not. I mean, you know that a decanter of endless water is an uncommon magic item, but like you said, this is not just a regular decanter of endless water.
Looks to Deann for guidance. Advice.
Deann? Deann is muted.
Deann, Pope, Deann, Pope, Deann, Pope.
Well, you're always free to.
Maybe you could ask
join me if
Nightwatch
there's anything
or
wrong
Aru. Or
I'll ask
Malrock.
Nightwatch.
You can ask Nightwatch.
Take care of getting back.
Okay. Nightwatch, do you think this is a good deal? 150 for a decanter of endless blood.
I will insight this as well.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, this thing, if it does what it says on the tin, this thing should be able to produce 30 gallons of blood within 6 seconds. So much blood that it would be able to push back a creature or object that's up to 200 pounds in weight.
What type is the blood?
What type is the blood? Are you asking the shopkeeper?
Yes.
Ah, well, that's the thing. It's not human blood. It's not animal blood. In fact, as I said, and this was news to me when I was presented with this. A normal decanter of endless water works by being essentially a adjustable portal to the plane of water itself, the elemental plane. From what I understand from the lich that created this connects to a elemental plane of blood. Hands over the 150. Okay.
No, wait, no, religion, or would that be history and like...
I love that image.
Arcana.
Okay. Because I feel like that might be lower plane business. Yeah, we have like...
Okay. Aru, you've never heard of an elemental plane of blood, but you are aware that there are layers of the abyss that contain oceans of blood. Nightwatch.
Sooty would be well into that.
Sorry?
Sooty would be well into that.
Malrock says, so inside is a mini gate to the plane of blood? That's right, that's what he told me. Nightwatch, this just doesn't seem right. Like, you don't know specifically that you know that there isn't a plane of blood.
There are lakes of blood, though.
Is that you say that? Oh, okay. Well, in order to know that, I'm going to need an arcana roll from you as well, Sati.
Okay.
Because it's Aru that knows that due to his roll. Yeah. Okay, so Aru does say out loud, all to the abyss realm with an ocean of blood. There we go.
And she might even like take a boat.
Yeah, that's not good. That's not good at all. That might be demon blood. That could do stuff.
Demons don't have blood. Well, at least not the kind of blood that would satisfy an undead.
That's true. Demons themselves have a substance known as ichor. Pumping through their quote-unquote veins.
The blood in the camper might not even be viable.
Decanter.
The cancer
No,
may not even be
it's created by somebody. I'm sure it's been tested, Sooty.
Okay, hands over the 150.
Yep.
Now,
You did have 1,000 gold. I forgot to add it on this sheet, so I just added it quick.
Okay, and then subtracted 150.
I
So-
also had 12 platinum previously.
Okay. Much like a regular decanter of endless water, this decanter of endless blood can be activated using one of 3 command words. Stream to produce a gallon of blood, fountain to produce 5 gallons of blood, and geyser to produce 30 gallons that gushes forth in a geyser that's 30 foot long and 1 foot wide. As a bonus action, you can aim the decanter to just soak people in blood, a creature that's within 30 feet of you in blood, and if they fail a strength save, they take bludgeoning damage. That was not a deliberate pun. Bludgeoning damage and fall prone. Now, as you can imagine, producing 30 gallons of blood in the middle of the necropolis might be like blowing a shark whistle.
I found another fucking wardrobe.
Yeah.
Isn't yours the alchemy? Or you have the decanter of endless water, Aru?
I think Aru has the alchemy jug. Yeah. Oh, you have a water one.
Sooty was looking for a travel solution to the blood issue.
That'd do it.
That would indeed do it.
I hope we can buy some barrels and gate.
I'm sure we can get some, either some barrels or some empty potion bottles or something, Sooty.
I'm sure you can see now why the Lich sold it. It's not very... I mean, obviously the Lich himself doesn't have much need for blood anyway, because they don't feed on blood. But also, the quantities that it produces are impractical.
Yeah. We can find a way around it.
Yeah. Let's put a bunch in a hole. Aru suggests just pouring a bunch of blood into a hole.
I think he needs to put it in the portable hole. Do you really want your mithril coated in blood?
Yeah, you don't want your horse to be sticky with
Get
blood.
another portable hole, it's fine.
Are you buying another portable hole?
Yes.
That's 100 gold.
Okay, I will hand him 100 gold.
What are you gonna do with it? I mean, in theory, if you lay the portable hole on the ground, it creates a hole that is, it's 6 foot in diameter and it's 10 foot deep, so you could make a blood pool and bathe in it.
That sounds awesome and also hella creepy.
Yes!
Oh dear God.
But yeah, you've got your pocket square that is actually a portable hole, and you got your decanter of endless blood.
The thing is that because it's an extra-dimensional space that's not going to be exposed to the elements, it will stay liquid blood.
Yeah, as long as it's sealed. But if it's open to the air, then yeah, it's going to congeal.
Yeah, but if city only opens it long enough to get a cup out or whatever, and recloses it, it's going to stay liquid for a decent amount of time.
Yeah.
Anyone else want to watch this stuff?
I think we're good for now.
I was gonna ask the shopkeeper about some items.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay. Does he have a amulet of health or an amulet of devotion?
What do you
or
want?
Devout.
An amulet of the devout. Both of those do not sound like they belong here, but let's have a look. See what I can find. He goes looking through his stock. Amulet of the divine. I don't know what that's from. Do you know what book it's from, Alison?
It says Tosh's Cauldron of Everything.
Oh, cool. I have that book. Magic items. Amulet of the Devout. Sorry. Doi. A wondrous item. An uncommon. There's an uncommon version, a rare version, or a very rare version. I'm assuming you already know what it does.
Yeah.
What version?
It would give me. I would have enough for either the uncommon or rare.
So how? Okay. So you'd be willing to pay, for example, 2,000 gold?
Yeah, I don't have 2,000 gold. I'll take the uncommon.
Okay. So for 200, you get a +1 amulet of the devout. So you can. You get a bonus to spell attack rolls and saving throw DCs by +1, and you can use your channel divinity feature without expending one of the feature's uses. So basically it gives you an extra use of channel divinity as well as a +1 to your spells and spell DC, which is awesome. Yeah, spell attack and spell DC. You have the Gauntlets of Flaming Fury. What the fuck is that from?
I might have not Flaming Fury. I have the Gauntlets of Ogre Strengths.
The Gauntlets of Ogre Power, he has that. But Aru is asking, do you have the Gauntlets of Flaming Fury?
No? What are those?
Yeah, that's... Oh, wait a minute. Is this a frickin' homebrew item?
Yeah, so go home, stock up, go to the Giants, come back down.
Oh, Descent into Avernus. It is not homebrew.
Oh, do tell.
Okay. So, the Gauntlets of Ogre Power, he has those, and they are uncommon. You can pick them up for 100. If you want them, and that would boost your strength to 19. But the Gauntlets of Flaming Fury... Oh, wow. Yep, there it is. While you wear... It's a rare item requiring attunement. While you wear both of these steel gauntlets, any non-magical weapon you grasp with either gauntlet is treated as a magical weapon. As a bonus action, you can use the gauntlets to cause magical flames to envelop one or two melee weapons in your grasp. Each flaming weapon deals an extra 1d6 fire damage on a hit. The flames last until you sheath or let go of either weapon. Once used, this property can't be used again until the next dawn. Question, Zane. Are you planning on modifying these gauntlets of Flaming Fury with those life glass claws that Dowerfang is making for you? is a thought. If you do, you're going to find out one of the interesting properties of Tarascene. But yeah, rare item. Especially rare in the necropolis, since this is a infernal magic item. Very rarely found up here. So that's going to be 4,000 gold pieces if you want the gauntlets of Flaming Fury. Ouchie, ouch, ouch. Yes.
Nature, nature, holy, holy. Yep.
Time to math. 4,000 gold pieces is 400 platinum.
Hi. Really good, actually. Yeah, I saw Bjorn and I met his brother Angerborn.
It's possible you can get a... I only got 2k. It's possible you could get a quote-unquote better deal from Braziel.
Yeah, it was nice, actually. I found some interesting stuff. I am going to have to travel down south.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'll hold off for now. Cool.
Rest up, and then I'll be heading back out.
Did... Sips. Did Nightwatch take the gauntlets of Ogre Power as well?
I'm gonna stop up at the Serpent Clan as well and see.
If she's been given the gauntlets, then I guess she'll take them. But what do they do?
The gauntlets of Ogre Power increase your strength to 19, and he's willing to sell them for. I'm pretty sure I said 100. So.
Yeah. I already have a pair.
Fair. And Aru has a pair as well, apparently. Okay. So, anybody else wanting to shop? Scarlet? Malrock? Sooty says she's good. Deann has everything they need. Aru is typing.
See if he actually is scared.
Nah, my favourite items of all are impossible to get in this timeline. What's the favourite item of all?
Yes.
Is it dragon stuff? Dragon Wrath, Dragon Tide. Yeah. Yeah. No dragons, therefore no dragon magic items. Sorry.
Make sure they don't bite you then.
Unless, of course, someone at Grandma's Academy of Magic has something like that.
Take boots.
But anyway, everybody done shopping? Sips. Oh, you can't just sip from the endless blood geyser. From the decanter of endless blood.
I assume whilst they were discussing the other shopping, that he would have put some in the portable hole and then used a cup or something to scoop some out and put a straw in it.
Oh, okay. I thought you were maybe folding the portable hole into like a Capri Sun.
Oh, that might work actually. Yeah, I'll do that.
Sucking on the corner of it.
What does it taste like?
Blood. Tastes like yeah, it tastes like iron. And but it's warm. Very warm.
This is going to take some getting used to. This.
Don't think that.
Malrock and Scarlet, you both good? Nothing you want to buy?
Gold to buy anything, and I'm not willing to trade with Braziel.
This isn't Braziel.
I know, I'm just, in general.
Did you forget to add the 100 platinum you got a couple game sessions ago?
Oh yeah. But that's still not going to cover anything that I'd want, so...
What do you want?
That may be fair, I just wanted to make sure you remembered you had it.
Well, standard plate mail is, I believe, 1,400. So to get magic plate mail, you're looking at least 2,000?
Yeah. Scarlet has 660. Yeah, if you want plate mail, that's going to be tricky.
Yeah.
I think Scarlet, you can add a 1 in front of that, at least.
Or would she go to
Scarlet wants a magical belt. Do you want, what kind of magical belt? Your strength is already 20.
Yeah.
I'm double checking on Google which one it was that I saw.
Oh. Is it? I know it probably isn't, but this would be funny if you wanted the belt of dwarven kind.
That actually might be it.
While wearing the belt, you gain the following benefits. Your constitution score increases by +2 to a maximum of 20. You have advantage on persuasion checks to interact with dwarves. In addition, while attuned to the belt, you have a 50% chance each day at dawn of growing a full beard, if you're capable of growing one, or a visibly thicker beard if you already have one. If you are not a dwarf, you gain the following additional benefits while wearing the belt. You have advantage on saving throws against poison and resistance against poison damage. You have dark vision to 60 feet, and you can speak, read, and write dwarvish. Is that the one you want? That or a berserker axe. Okay. Honestly, I think you'd do more with your, especially with your new ability, the Infectious Fury. You'd do more damage with your claws than you would with a great axe.
Yeah.
But
that's very true.
But yeah, you could have a cursed berserker axe if you wanted. But you want to go with the belt of dwarven kind?
Yeah, still not right.
Yeah.
All
But
right.
how much would it be?
It's a rare magic item, so they'll sell it to you for... let's see if I'm right about this price that I was thinking. Yeah, for 1,000. So the 1,000 gold that you haven't written on your character sheet, don't bother, because you can just add the belt of dwarven kind instead.
I actually just thought of something I might want.
Oh yeah?
Animated shield. But I think it's still out of my price range.
Animated shield. Very rare. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about 10 grand.
Yeah. But it's such a shield to have.
Oh, it is. It's a good one. But anyway, let's update Scarlet's sheet so she's got the belt of dwarven kind. And it's going to increase your charisma from 16, sorry, not charisma, constitution from 16 to 18, giving you a +4 to con, giving you basically 10 more hit points.
No,
and
not right now. I need to rest after that you just come back from Killjoy.
Increasing your saving throw by 1 as well.
If you want.
Oh, and barbarians. Let me double check how the
An armor defense is con plus dex.
Yep, that's what I was looking for. So 16. Yeah, your AC's gone up by 1. You also get advantage on persuasion to start with dwarves. And since you're not a dwarf, you're also got... Okay, so you already got the dark vision to 60 feet. Advantage on saves against poison.
Yeah,
you're also immune to being poisoned already.
Yeah,
but we get to add dwarvish to your languages.
Yeah. Yeah, so I've done that. And, so before I go, I'll give, the
So yeah.
fruity stuff that I found.
Save as.
Which,
and if
with the possible taking to sleep thing, I'll leave some of them with
updated
more
character sheet.
they can make something out of it, make some of it up or something, and I'll take it with me and I'll do the same on the way.
And we'll put a pin in it there. So you're all still in the necropolis.
Sounds good to me.
You've been guiding Ebba around. I hope you guys listening at home have enjoyed this as much as we enjoyed playing, and that you would click on the bell notification to get more episodes, and not just of this game but of the other games that I run. You can also become a part of our Discord community. There's a link in the description below, and if you're feeling especially wonderful, you can become an emotional support goblin on our Patreon page and help us out. Make sure that we can keep producing this content. And in the meantime, no matter what role you play, have a good game.
Okay.
Usually there's a chorus of voices when I do that, but not today apparently.
I
Anyway.
and Mr. Deann.
Alright.
Just a very quick one.